Ladies, I'm here on the shield. I'm here to talk about those Cowboys beating those Chiefs. How about those Chiefs losing 31-28 to my Cowboys getting that win, 31-28. They beat the two Super Bowl teams from 2024 in 4 days. Great win, man. The offense had to win it there at the end because the defense. The Chiefs' penalties really killed them, honestly. But everyone's... You have Dan Orlovsky complain about the officiating. Shut up, don't commit penalties then. The Chiefs got away with penalties for so many years. And today, oh man. The refs are so one-sided. I mean, people wanted the refs to be more fair. Seemed like they were to me. Same. This wasn't a rigged game. Chiefs defense just sucked. Like, George Pickens was daunting them up on slants. Dak was cooking them. Besides that one interception, he really cooked them all game, honestly. But 31-28 to improve to 6-5-1. CeeDee Lamb had a bounce-back game. Dak Prescott had another really good game. It's just the duo of Lamb and Pickens were unstoppable. The Chiefs also committed 119 yards of penalties, which was their most since 2019. I think Cowboys had about 400 and about 50-something total yards of offense in this one, if I'm not mistaken. Malik Davis had a big touchdown run. Heck, the Cowboys had 457 total yards, but even they still had 7 penalties, so... I mean, just it is what it is. I mean, if you want to point it out, that Hollywood Brown touchdown should have been a holding penalty to left tackle, but it didn't get called, so... There's a bunch of defensive pass interference calls, and the Chiefs that word DPI. I mean, what do you want the refs to do? Not call it? Maybe don't hold. And since people want to bitch about the referees, look at that touchdown Hollywood Brown had. There was a holding by the left tackle. CD was held with both hands in the end zone without the defender looking for the ball. What the refs weren't just one-sided. And people are like, oh, the 14 penalty game against Philadelphia. Stop committing penalties. These teams are just poorly coached then. Maybe they should stop grabbing every fucking time. And Chiefs fans have got nothing to complain about. They've gotten calls for years. So I don't want to hear anyone bitch about it. I mean, Tony Romo, Dan Orlovsky, and etc. All those tears, man, because KC's not getting every call like they used to. Chiefs defense just got work. Bad officiating happens in every single game. Every single game I watch, there's bad officiating. The Chiefs were just horrendous defensively. Sorry. Just it is what it is. Maybe your teams should be more disciplined. And who cares about the pass interference? CD caught it and had a first down anyway, so that wouldn't have mattered anyways. What do y'all not understand? You can't just grab players. And KC's offensive tackles were getting away with some pretty significant holds the last 3 drives. 64 could be called every play. Sure, the PI penalties are questionable, but those corners are getting cooked. We're getting cooked. Talking about, oh, the refs blow the game. No, maybe your cornerback should be able to cover. And now that I've talked about that, pretty good game by the Cowboys offense once again. Dak Prescott with another great game. Criminally underrated by most of you fans. Criminally underrated by most fans. And George Pickens is unreal. Giving him slants for like 5 straight weeks, and nobody's been able to stop it. they know what's coming, have leverage, and he still gets inside. So yeah, fantastic game by Dak and the Cowboys offense. After that first drive, they really kind of settled in there. But with the Chiefs, it's going to be tough, man, for them to make the playoffs. They're now 6-6. They need a ton of changes, and it starts with the defensive front four and the offensive scheme. Like, this just isn't a great roster. Like, the defense just doesn't look great. The corners aren't great. The pass rush is kind of not really that great either. They really don't get that much pressure. And the corners were absolutely getting cooked. Even some of the DPIs, like the one of them on McDuffie, CD caught it anyways. I don't know why people are bitching about this when they catch it anyways. It's not going to change anything. And besides, they nearly caught a flag on Mahomes getting hit like 3 yards in bounds. But they didn't because they would have been absolutely embarrassed. So, whatever. But, a lot of muscle flex for Jerry Jones as a GM with all these trades he made. They look like kind of a different team defensively. Like, there's still breakdowns, obviously. Like I say, I'm not expecting them to be elite. I'm just expecting, whole teams like 21 points or 28 because they can score 30 points. And their defense looked, after the first two drives, first one was a short field, then the Chiefs drove down and scored on 4th and goal. But then after that, thought the Cowboys defense had settled in. Chiefs had some killer penalties, but the defense also started to play better. So they've looked a lot better, though. And since that pick at the beginning of the game, Dak went 15 of 18 for 190 yards versus the blitz. He was getting the ball out quick. And a 5-man rush finished with a 14% pressure rate. The Chiefs can't pressure. They blitz every third down, but every team knows it's coming. You need to go with 2 to 3 defensive linemen and play coverage. And Dak's one of the best versus the blitz. He's a really intelligent quarterback. And the Chiefs really pitched straight down their leg for 4 straight possessions during the second and third quarter. It had nothing to do with the refs. They just couldn't score because they were committing penalties and ruining their drives. I don't want to hear shit about the refs, man. But yeah, let's go over the stat sheet, man. We'll talk about both quarterbacks. Dak Prescott played excellent. Besides that interception starting the game where he got hit as he threw. Come on, hurry up. Fuck. Where's the stat sheet? Oh, and there we go. Great game from Dakota Prescott. 27 of 39, 320 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's been absolutely balling out this season, man. Had a huge game against Philadelphia last week. Has another huge one 4 days later at home against Kansas City. CeeDee Lamb and Pickens were just absolutely cooking the Chiefs' defensive backs. And when there's PI, they were PI. I mean, I don't know what people are bitching about. Sure, maybe they're ticky-tack calls, but they're PI. I know the Cowboys receivers are physical, but the PI, I mean, but blame your defensive backs for getting cooked the whole game. You couldn't stop a fucking nosebleed. But Dak actually shredded that Chiefs defense. Running, Javonte Williams, 17 runs, 59 yards, 3.5 a carry. Didn't really have too much success running the ball with him, but he ran hard. Malik Davis, 3 runs, 47 yards, and a touchdown. How about Malik Davis, the backup, with a 43-yard touchdown run? And Turpin, 3 runs, 33 yards. Receiving, CeeDee Lamb, 7 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown. What a bounce-back game from CeeDee Lamb. An incredible bounce-back effort from him after that silly game last week where he couldn't catch anything. Much better game this week from CeeDee, bounce-back game. Pickens, 6 catches, 88 yards. George Pickens is unreal, man. He had a nice toe tap catch on that 2-point conversion. Then he had a play where he made a catch, made a nice move, hurdled someone. What a second half from George Pickens. He's been showing out this season, and it just shows, man. How bad that trade was for Pittsburgh. Ferguson, 5 catches, 36 yards. Flournoy, 3 catches, 34 yards. Turpin, 2 catches, 28 yards. And Javonte Williams, 3 catches, 21 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, you had 1 forced fumble by Donovan Wilson. 2 sacks from Jadeveon Clowney. How about that from Jadeveon Clowney? And 1 sack from Dante Fowler. 3 sacks. Aubrey 3 for 3 on field goals. And Cowboys improved to 6-5-1. Chiefs dropped to 6-6. Mahomes 23 of 34, 261. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Got sacked 3 times. Felt Mahomes did all he could. I mean, second and third quarter, you know, they had some bad offensive possessions. But I felt he kind of did all he could in this game. You know, he had 4+ touchdowns, but they failed to win this game. I felt they're actually cooked, though. Like, their defense just isn't good enough. Mahomes, he was good. I mean, it's just those 4 offensive possessions between the second and third quarter where they didn't do anything kind of hurt them. And they didn't run the ball as effective as they did last week. Hunt, 14 runs, 58 yards. Pacheco, 3 runs, 16 yards. Mahomes, 3 runs, 30 yards. Worthy, 2 runs, 13 yards. They ran the ball solidly, but Cowboys done a good job. Rashee Rice, 8 catches, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. Worthy, 4 catches, 61 yards. Kelsey, 5 catches, 45 yards, a touchdown. Hunt, 1 catch, 22 yards. Brown, 2 catches, 20 yards, and a touchdown. Pacheco, 2 catches, 17 yards. And they also had like 3 drops in the fourth quarter as well. Oh, but the refs, man. Watson had an interception. McDuffie forced a fumble. That credit to Turpin, he recovered it. Was the first one of the ball. They got a field goal out of that possession. And Butker did not kick any field goals. And the Chiefs dropped to 6-6. Cowboys had 7 in the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter, 3 in the third quarter, 11 in the fourth quarter. Chiefs had 14 in the first quarter, 9 in the second quarter, 9 in the third quarter, and 14 in the fourth quarter. So defense wasn't great in the first quarter. You know, that short field on the interception didn't help. In the second and third quarter, they were excellent defensively. The Chiefs kind of hurt themselves with penalties, but the defense played a lot better in the second and third quarters. Fourth quarter, the Chiefs got back going. But people will use the fucking ref excuse as if the Chiefs didn't get the benefit of refs for the past few years. But I hear refs. Let's look at that. Second quarter, 0 points. Third quarter, 0 points. Did the refs make you score 0 points? Oh no, you just committed penalty after penalty and you didn't score. Sorry. Tough shit. Cowboys, 457 total yards, 320 passing, 137 rushing, 7 yards of play, 23 first downs, 9 of 16 on third down, 1 of 1 on fourth down, 65 total plays, no sacks. They have great offensive line performance, 1 punt, 7 penalties, no fumbles, 1 interception, 30 minutes of time of possession. Chiefs, 362 total, 243 passing, 119 rushing, 6 yards of play, 19 first downs, 5 for 13 on third down, 3 for 3 on fourth down, 60 total plays. 3 sacks, 5 punts, 10 penalties for 119 yards. No fumbles, no receptions, 29 minutes of time possession. They didn't turn the ball over at all, but yet all here's the refs. You know, Dak Prescott and Cowboys just doing plays. Yeah, it's kind of really got to say for this game, man. Fun game here between the Cowboys and the Chiefs. 2 really popular teams should get good ratings, but they're now 6-5-1. And they play Detroit next week, Thursday Night Football. I think that's another winnable game. The Lions haven't been playing that great lately. I think it's a winnable game, man. We'll see. 8:15 on Thursday. But they're 6-5-1. They're above 500 for the first time since week 5 of the 2024 season, which is kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, we'll see. We beat the Eagles, the Chiefs. Lions up next. We'll see what happens on Thursday. But yeah. Fun game. Leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace. Go Cowboys. And we'll see you Thursday. Next Thursday against Detroit.